Note to self: pour into the people that are present. Nurture those relationships with the people that are present. Note to self: pay attention to the ones who are here, the ones who are showing up for you, the ones who are clapping, the ones who are not giving up on you, the ones who have the capacity for you. And give grace and understanding to the ones who don't. It truly feels so good to have people in my life that truly admire me, that truly see me, that allow me to just be me and create safe spaces for me to just be me. People that are kind and nurturing and giving just because. And I'm really in this space of focusing on those people that are good for me, focusing on the ones who are showing up for me, who are pouring into me, who are loving me unconditionally, the ones who are sticking around, the ones who give me grace and peace. And it has been the biggest blessing in my life. And it feels good. And going through this phase that I went through in the last couple of years of having a lot of friendships and relationships end, that like put me in this space of like, because we can throw our own pity parties and have this victim mentality of, nobody is there for me and nobody loves me and no, all the things that we do when we want to throw temper tantrums and we want to be dramatic. And I had to check myself on that because there's so many people in my life who were showing up for me, who were still by my side. And because I was so focused on trying to control those other relationships into being what I wanted them to be, and to trying to make people who I wanted them to be and how I wanted them to show up in my life, that I was missing out on opportunities to nurture those relationships and to nurture those connections and those people who have always been around, who have always stuck around, who've always given me grace and space to be. And it feels so good to now fully see that and to pay attention to that and to be more intentional about who I'm giving my energy and time to. And it has helped me so much with my healing journey, with this new chapter in my life. And so I really just want to give huge thanks to all my people who have stuck around, who pour into me, who love me, who seek to understand me, for sure, who seek to understand me. Because that means the world. When you have people who want to get to know you, truly, so they can know your boundaries, so they can know how to show up for you and how to love you and how to support you and how to just be a good friend and a confidant. And I have to say, I am very blessed that I do have people in my life who didn't give up on me. Um, People who have seen so many different versions of me and who have seen this huge evolution of me and who are still around, right? The people who have showed up in my darkest times. Because it was such a huge reminder that, like, oh no, I do have people that love me. I do have people that are by my side. I do have support. I actually do have a village. I just wasn't being, you know, a good nurturer in that. I wasn't feeding those relationships and those connections in the way that they needed to. I wasn't giving the energy that they needed. I was so focused on the people that weren't doing what I wanted, that weren't showing up, and being so like heartbroken and disappointed in that. And now I'm just in this space of like overly overly showing my appreciation and gratitude to those people that are in my life, those people who are holding me down, those people that are praying for me and praying over me and lending a helping hand or ear or their energy, or their space so that I can land softly or just be. And I'm so thankful for my tribe, man. I'm so thankful for my tribe. Because, baby, the shifts that have been happening in my life and the way God has just restructured my whole environment and who I'm surrounded by, and just all of the like love and wisdom that I'm gaining from people, and it's all capacities, right? There are people that are around me that are, just associates that share some of the same interests, are like my social media tribe, people I just connect with on social media solely. There are people that who have known me all of my life or who have known me since, you know, I was a kid from now, who are still around. Old friendships, that I'm building back up. Or ones that I just didn't give enough time and attention to because I was, focused on all the wrong things and people. But it is such a huge blessing. It's really made a difference in my life. Just having that support and having people that truly just love me, people who aren't seeking things from me, who just want me to be. And I'm super grateful for that space that I'm in. I'm super grateful that I surrendered, right? And I surrendered the need to control, right? The need to control how people, or how I think people should show up in my life. Because once I just allowed people to be and accepted people for who they are and accepted their true colors were shown. And it was a quick of, oh, you're not for me, you're for me. You're not for me, you're for me. You're definitely not for me, but you're definitely for me. And now let me focus on the people that are here. Let me pour into those that are present, that are aligned, that do feel good to my nervous system. Instead of trying to prove or make a point to all the ones who weren't good for me, all the people who truly couldn't reciprocate. And it is such a blessing. It is such a blessing. But it also takes a lot of realness and truth and accountability for self, and realizing the role that I played in all of these relationships. Um, and it just helps to know what I could do differently with the current people that are in my life, and how I can show up differently with the current people that are still in my life, and how I can be a better support, a better safe space for them as well. How I can be more accepting and loving and nurturing of them, and just allowing them to truly be who they are and helping them to thrive in that, because they're doing the same for me. And it feels good, man. The wisdom, the love that I'm getting from just my tribe, and what I'm learning from them, and what I'm gaining from all of these relationships, um, and these new, new and old connection, it really does feel so amazing. It really feels so good. And I'm so blessed that I'm in this space, because it took some heartbreaks. It took a lot of trial and error for sure to get here. But the fact that I'm still open to building and nurturing old and new relationships and connections, but that my heart is still postured and open to receiving, open to loving, open to learning and to grow. I'm in a space of, I'm okay with not always getting it right, um, with making mistakes, but then also with seeking to understand, um, and actually listening to understand, and hearing out what my tribe and what people are saying, or um, in those moments where I do need correction, I'm open to it. I'm open to criticism, because I know it's coming from a place of love. Um, Even if sometimes, the approach is off or the tone is off, I have a better lens and understanding, and less pride and ego in these relationships, that I can really hear the bottom line of things, and I'm not taking offense to things, because I know how solid these people are, right? And I know what their foundation is and where they're coming from. So there's no ill intent. They're not coming from a place of hurt or envy or jealousy or anything like that. Like, it's truly coming from a healthy space, a godly space. Um, and it has made all the difference in how I'm continuing to show up, and how I'm continuing to grow and evolve into the woman that I truly want to be, and who I want to show up in the world. And it feels good to have people that can hold you accountable, that can give you constructive criticism, and give you unconditional love and support. People that truly like admire you and love you and understand you and know your heart. Um, Man, it feels so good. It feels so good. Um, because even just this recently, like this weekend, just needing a hard reset, feeling so just like, it's a lot going on. And I I had a feeling of like, I want to go back home, back to my second home, which is Arizona. Um, And I'm like, I want to be poured into a little bit this weekend. I need a reset. I need a refuel. I want to feel this Arizona heat and sun, but then just be around people who like I know love me and have my back. And that's what I did. I hopped on a plane, spent a couple of days back in my second home, and did nothing really. Like I didn't do anything special. I didn't go out. I was around people that I love and respect, people that love and respect me. And it just felt so good for my being, just all of me. It felt so good to be around people that help to regulate my nervous system. Like I was so calm and relaxed in Arizona this weekend. Like I was so chill. Nothing was forced. I didn't have any plans. Just kind of went with the flow. And it was such a beautiful experience to be around people that protect me, that love me, and that pour into me. And are just like kind, gentle people. And it truly gave me a reminder of just how blessed I am and how I can and need to continue to pour into those relationships, um, and continue to build those relationships, especially because they're ones that I don't want to lose. These are people that hold such an important space in my heart and in my life. And again, people who have just seen me through different phases of my life, from childhood to current, being younger to current. And I needed that reminder. Even though I knew it, it feels good because, I feel like all of my core tribe are not in the same state as me either. So it does make it hard because I feel isolated from my core tribe. And it can get tricky and I can feel alone. So this was like really a huge reminder that it's like you're not alone. There's distance between us for sure that makes it tough because I can't just pick up and drive over, all of these people's houses. I gotta catch a flight, so it's just being intentional about that and moving forward. It's like, okay, now I do need to be more intentional about planning these trips to see my people, to see my tribe, um, because even those two quick days in Arizona has, man, it's filled me up, and it's like just rejuvenated me in a way that, like, I just feel so full. Like my heart feels so full, and I feel so good. Like it was the perfect trip. Not that everything went perfect. I mean, there was no major hiccups or anything, but it felt so good to just be. Um, Yeah, it felt so good to just be. And I'm so thankful. I'm super thankful for the relationships that are forming, to all of my relationships that are growing and becoming stronger, um, and also to the ones that have ended, because it's created more of a space that I can focus on these other relationships that truly matter, the ones that I've always cherished, um, and the people that I've always thought like highly of. And this is really giving me the space to see them more clearly, to appreciate them more, to truly appreciate them more. Um, and it's helping me to show up better because I want to give to my people as well, and I had to learn to let go and to lean on them, right? Like this was truly a season of like being down bad and being in the dark space. It will reveal a lot, and it has definitely revealed who is for me, the people who are meant to be around in whatever capacity, right? Because there's levels to everything. There's levels to all of these different relationships and all these different people that I have. Everybody isn't all the way up here. There's some people. You have your everybody plays a role um, in my life, and it's really helped me to focus on that so that I can really cater to all of those different relationships in a way that I need to. Um, and yeah, it's really revealed who is truly meant to be in my life and who is truly for me, and who I needed to let go of or who I needed to take a break from, in this current stage of my life. And it's really protected me a lot more because all it takes is one bad person, one bad energy around you. Um, and hindsight is 2020. So I definitely see why things needed to happen the way that they did with all of my relationships and the way that they shifted or the way that they ended or whatever. Like it all is making sense now. Um and I can I can clearly see who is for me and what I need to change and shift and how I need to be more intentional in nurturing all of those different relationships and what's for me and what's not, and what I need and am requiring out of all of my different friendships and relationships and connections that I have. And so it truly makes a difference with who you have around you and the people that you have around you and how they're showing up and how they're loving you. Um, because the people that are around me inspire me so much. They motivate me so much. Like I don't want to be around people that I don't admire, that I don't respect. The energy that's not reciprocated, the foundation of all of these friendships is honesty, it's openness, it's vulnerability. Um all of these friendships create safe spaces for me and vice versa. They're all safe spaces, and there's no ego or pride. Um, or a sense of like possession. We let each other be. And it's the most beautiful thing. We just let each other be. And we seek to understand. We ask questions to understand. And we allow questions to be asked of us. Yeah, it is so beautiful. I'm so thankful that I have the people in my life that I have in this current season. We may not talk every day, because I'm just, yeah, to know me is to know. I'm not the type that needs to, and that's gonna sit on the phone texting you all day, every day. I have too much going on. Um, but our conversations are always so meaningful and so impactful and just so helpful and nurturing. We pour in, like, we pour into each other. Like, all I literally all even the soap people I just associate with, like, that is just a standard. I feel like for who I want around me, like, you have to be at a certain level within yourself in order to be in my space. Otherwise it's not gonna work. Um, and that helps keep me accountable to that certain level of standard of respect, of love, of honesty, of understanding, of integrity, of reciprocation. Um, and I'm of accountability, and so I'm very thankful for all the people in my life. If y'all are watching this, you know who you are. You know who you are. You know who you are. And I love and appreciate you so much, and I thank you for being in my life and creating safe spaces for me to just be in any capacity. And whatever our dynamic is, like, you all play such an important role and part in my life, and I don't take any of that for granted. Whether the space that you hold is small or it's large, you still hold space, and that means something to me. Um, you all do lead with love and kindness when it comes to me and understanding. Um, and I'm grateful that you all are just beautiful people with beautiful hearts and beautiful souls. I'm excited to see where all of these friendships and these connections continue to go. Some might not be forever, some may fade off. Everybody plays their role. Everything isn't meant to last forever, but it's good that regardless of how long I have all of you and in what capacity you hold in my life and what I hold in yours, it still all feels good. Nothing is being forced. It just is all flowing, right? It truly is all flowing. And I'm in this space of fighting for all of these relationships and all these connections. And then being okay when it's time to let go, because it's still all love. Yeah, I really got the opportunity this weekend again to just get that huge reminder that I truly have people in my life who love me, who got my back, who are there for me, um, and who truly just want to see me happy and want to be a part of my life. And yeah, it feels so good to be poured into and to be loved on with no conditions, with no drama, with just all love. And I'm like, oh, I didn't want to leave. I did not want to leave. A part of me was like, just a little sad, a lot sad, um, having to depart. But that's such a beautiful thing of like experiencing that type of love and connection that like you just miss your friends. You miss your friends the minute that you're away from them. Um, but it's so beautiful that I got to experience that for sure, and I got to take another opportunity to just know how blessed I am, and to know that I have a lot of different people that I can go to that will create safe spaces for me. And I feel like that's truly what this year has brought me. Because when I've been traveling, y'all, I have not been traveling to do any like extravagant things, or there's not a lot of like new adventurous things that I've been doing when I've been traveling this year. It's really I've been traveling to go see my people, my family, my friends, and just being in their presence and feeling their love and energy and just connecting. Not doing anything crazy or wild, or no crazy parties or turn ups. It's just I've been resting in my tribe and being like restored in my tribe. And that, yeah, like that has been the whole purpose of my travel this year. Wherever I've been going, it is to be rejuvenated, to be poured into, to be loved on, and to lean into those relationships more, to show gratitude to all of those relationships more, which is, again, something that I hadn't been doing a lot of, and something that I have to check myself on too. It's okay to get lost sometimes, or to have those moments of like loneliness, or to feel like there's nobody that you can depend on or count on, because it helps, especially for me. It just helped me to take inventory and to like sit back and think about, and to actually observe, and to create the space for people to show up, because this also was me not asking for my tribe, not being open and vulnerable to my tribe of what's going on and what I'm needing from them. It's this, oh, I don't want to be a burden, um, feeling like I'm too much to handle, or I don't, they can't, or they shouldn't have to take on all my baggage, or it's okay to share the load. I'm telling you, it is okay to share the load, because the people who truly love you, who truly got your back, they will help you carry that load for sure. They will be there. They will create safe landing spots for you to fall and to rest into. And I have really, really seen that. Like, God has really shined a bright light on all of those people. And now I'm in such a space of gratitude, of fullness, of wholeness, to where it's like, I just want to give back more to them. I just want to pour into them even more. And it makes me, yeah, it really helps. It makes me grateful that I have people that I can count on in this time. People that really have my best interests at heart. People who love me unconditionally, and people just who not even love me, but just like me unconditionally, because there's that of you just, I am who I am, and I'm gonna just let you be. And even if the connection isn't super deep or whatever, it's just you can still be you. And I'll still hold space for you. And we can still connect and exchange energies until it's time for us to move forward or until we need to, grow in other ways, etc. But it's a beautiful thing to have. And I really pray that for everybody and for anybody watching this, that you truly have a tribe that loves you, that seeks to understand you, that creates safe landing spaces for you, that creates space for you to just be you, people that accept you as you are, people who are going to motivate and inspire and help you to be better and to be the best version of yourself, people who truly want the best for you, no strings attached. Because we all need those people, right? We all need our tribes. We were not meant to do life alone. Um, we were meant for companionship. We were meant for partnership. We were meant for family. We were meant for friends and connection. And we truly need each other for sure. And to have that, especially the biggest shift too for me, has also just been with my male friends, my platonic friendships, and having those healthy male role models in my life, and having men in my life who just got me, who respect me, who love me, who are gonna correct me, who are gonna let me be emotional and feel all my feels, but be nurturing and soft to that as well. And like just people who like men who speak life into me and give me wisdom and different perspective on things. I'm thankful that I have some healthy relationships with men, for sure, with the men in my life. The men that God has placed in my life, in those friendships, and man, the like mentorships that they give, the like wisdom, I'm thankful for that because I need my male friends and associates just as much as I need, the women in my life and my sisters. The balance of it really has made such a huge difference for me, especially this year. Especially because I have had also just not so great experiences, with men, some traumatic experiences, some very violating experiences, with men. And that has just helped to restore, but replenish and help shift my heart posture when it comes to those relationships and being open to those and having those healthy relationships. It's truly given me a lot of healing. And so when, you hear those situations of men or women saying, the opposite sex ain't shit or men are trash or women are trash, I never wanted to be in that boat. I never wanted to be in those type of conversations. And so It was me. Again, I'm always bringing back to myself. How am I showing up? You know, what am I accepting? What am I not going to accept? Um, how am I presenting myself in these spaces, um, in these friendships, in these connections with the opposite sex? And what am I requiring? And all the things. But I'm thankful that though I've always had some strong male friends and connections, and people that men I can just count on and rely on for different things, just in life platonically, whether that be building my relationship with God or car advice or um, relationship advice or parenting or just life and navigating all different situations. Like I have and I've always had men that I can go to, that I can get help from and seek help from. And I mean, there's always been women in my life too, but I really wanted to be intentional about really nurturing those male relationships that I have, so that I did not become bitter and I did not become toxic, or didn't want to become this overly masculine woman who doesn't, need a man. Or I didn't want that energy for myself. I didn't want that to be in that space for myself, for multiple reasons. And so I'm very thankful that I've been able to have those beautiful relationships that I do have, with the opposite sex, and all that it's brought and all that it's bringing, because it has helped bring out the softer side in me. It's helped to calm me down for sure a little bit, to gain more understanding as myself, as a woman, in my role as a woman, and my purpose as a woman for sure, and who I want to be as a woman, and the energy that I want to give as a woman. And I needed that energy and perspective and the wisdom of all the men in my life, and that, that the masculine energy of all the men in my life to help me to get here. And I'm thankful for it. I'm thankful, that I'm continuing to build and grow some beautiful relationships and some beautiful friendships, for sure. For sure. Especially just having two sons as well, two black boys. Like it is important that I'm also intentional about creating a tribe of men, a strong, wise, God fearing, disciplined, loving, respectful men around my sons, right? And they're going to see those dynamics, they're going to see how my male friends and all of those male relationships, and the male associates that I have, they're going to see those interactions. And I want them to have healthy examples and healthy tools. And I want them to have those people too that they can rely on, because they need a tribe of men around them too. And I've also I've been really thinking about that as well, and being intentional, with the type of relationships that I'm building. And again, not even just with men, it's women too. because I want my sons to see healthy dynamics between their mother and other women, and those conversations, and how we show up and how we present ourselves. Um, because it is going to impact them in how they deal with women when they're older, or how they deal with the girls when they're older, um, how they form relationships with men and with, you know, with women, and how they're showing up in those, and how they're communicating, and presenting themselves and protecting. And so, yeah, when you have kids, especially just having boys, it's really made me intentional about all of that, and how I'm showing up, and the type of people that I'm allowing in my space and allowing around me. Because I do want them to see just healthy relationship dynamics in all capacities, um, in all levels. Because your kids watch everything that you do. They pay attention more of what you're doing than what you're saying. And it's important that I'm aligned with my actions and my words. Um, and that what I'm teaching them, I'm also being an example of. And they do see that. They're going to see that. They're going to see my relationship with my siblings and how I'm showing up, and our dynamics, and all of my friendships, and how we're showing up and how we're treating each other, and what friendship means in all of those different spaces. And so it's been a beautiful journey for sure when it comes to that. And man, it's all intentional. It's all been really intentional. And it just feels so good. Like I said, y'all, feel so good to have people in your life who truly are down for you, who would truly slide for you because they love you, like no questions asked. People who will pull up just because you asked, no questions asked. Yeah, it's been a true blessing, for sure. True blessing. Note to self: pour into the people that are present. Nurture those relationships with the people that are present. Note to self: pay attention to the ones who are here, the ones who are showing up for you, the ones who are clapping, the ones who are not giving up on you, the ones who have the capacity for you. And give grace and understanding to the ones who don't. But be appreciative, for sure, be appreciative of the ones who are here, who are trying, who want to be in your life. Focus on them. Pour into them. Pour into those relationships. Focus on the ones who are doing. It's going to make such a difference. It's going to make such a difference. Okay. Okay.